It is nice to live as a programmer. That's what they say. Advanced technology, travel in the world, girls chasing you, you're super intelligent and everyone fears you. F off. That's Black Hat. This is our reality.
What the hell is this? Just wait a second.
Is called internal pointer variable.
Our life are miserable. We live in misery. We spend the whole day staring at the script or a piece of binary trying to understand it. And when we finally do, we get high. Well, at least for a few seconds. Then we go back to the misery. This is a programmer. But this is a Hollywood actor. We are isolated. We have no friends. We talk to ourselves. My family thinks I'm crazy. In reality, they think many other things about me. You'll find out soon. And believe me, this is the nicest part of the whole story. Yet, for some reasons, we love this life. Don't ask me why, maybe because we're actually insane. And if you think a programmer's life is bad, try living it here in a third world country. We live in Tunisia, the country of wonders. And if you don't know it yet, you missed a lot. Free internet, hardware available everywhere at a tenth of a price. Advanced digital culture, everyone living in a luxury. I honestly don't know why we call the third world country. The internet. Everyone has used it at least once in their life, or at least heard of it. Unless you've been frozen for the last century.
You've been asleep, Cap, for almost 70 years.
Technology has reached advanced stages. 5G has launched. 6G already existed in some areas. Every home now has fiber connection of 1, 10, 20, and even 50 gigabits. It has become a necessity, like electricity or even more. 3G officially has been shut down in many countries. And internet prices are going down because of daily usage keep increasing with 4K videos, and video games are now bigger than your stomach. And us, we're not that different. We're still using DSL and ADSL. For the new generation that don't know them, this is a dinosaur technology from the good old days. Insane speeds, like a half megabit, and theoretically it can reach up to 20 megabits. And do not even talk about uploads. 10 kilobytes. The worst part is that connection itself is unstable. If you buy so-called a 20 megabit plan, you're lucky if you get a real half megabyte. Most of your time will spend trying to fix it, because it is either disconnected or weak. Add bandwidth throttling on top of that. Do not even try to play online. Remember the 3G network that were shut down in many countries? Well, we still rely on 2G. 5G has been available globally for years. Here it was introduced this year in some cities only. And in reality, it is a disguised 4G with fully affordable prices. Now wait until you hear about prices here. We are in the country of wonders. Take someone from the US as an example. Average income is $4,000 to $6,000 per month. If they say, I want to buy a new iPhone because Apple added a new feature to remove stupidity. The iPhone costs $1,000. With that salary, they can buy it, right? An RTX 5090 for $3,000. Save for 2 or 3 months, no big deal, right? If you think I'm wrong, listen to the average income here. But before that, we need to know something important. Currency exchange. The dollar is worth 3 times our currency, so $1 equals 3 dinars. And logically the iPhone should cost 3,000 dinars, right? Yes, that's what the logic says. But we're in the country of wonders, remember? How dare you to buy a phone without giving your beloved state its share? 5%? 10%? No, my friend. 25% of the product price, plus 19% fees, a tax of breathing, a tax of thinking about buying a phone, the merchant profit, and a tax of the tax itself. 1,000 dinar added here and there, and that $1,000 iPhone becomes 7,000 dinars. Yes, 7 times the price. And if we convert it back to dollar again, it will be approximately $2,500. And this does not apply only to phones. It applies to everything imported. To make things more fun, we do not import with dollar, but with euros. The euro is worth 3.5 dinars. They're determined to bankrupt you. And we didn't even talk about import rules and customs pricings. If you try to buy something online from, let's say, AliExpress, you may pay 4 times the product price beside paying for the product itself. And if this wasn't enough, the next thing will make you scream from the depth of your heart. Imagine you are a photographer, or just a curious person, and you want to buy what's called here an unmanned aircraft, aka drone. Let's not even talk about DJI or the big ones. There are people who was accused and sent to prison because they were caught with a drone. Imagine being in prison, and the dangerous hired killer named Hulk comes to you and asks, "Hey, why are you here?" And you say, "They caught me using a drone."
Yeah, boy.
If you want to buy a professional mic, just don't. You might be prosecuted for weapon smuggling. Wait a second. We talked about buying online, but we forgot something important. We don't have any f***ing global payment method. Yes, to this day, we have no PayPal, nothing. And I think this will continue for years. Maybe a miracle will happen, and I will tell you that in comments. But I don't expect it. We'll see. Because we actually have a payment method. But to get it, you need a degree, a certain income, conditions, blah 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 blah, whatever. And in the end, you cannot exceed $1,000, $300 cap. Not monthly, not weekly, but fucking yearly. A keyboard alone can exceed these limits. Speaking of incomes and money, remember that $1,000 iPhone? The average income here is $800 to $1,500. Guess what? Dinars. That is roughly $300 to $500 per month. So imagine trying to buy that 7,000 dinars iPhone. If you save your entire salaries without eating, drinking, and anything, you can buy it after 7 months, if you even stay alive for that long. And still, technology here feels like an alien. We are still using Windows XP in government institutions. Literally, a 10-year-old kid can hack large organizations, not because he's gifted, but because digital security here is almost non-existent. We don't even know what buying applications mean. Everything is pirated here. Even companies use pirated software. Some of us defined computing as Microsoft Word, and if you are professional, Excel and Paint. Also, some other people define the internet as... You can't blame them alone. The state has its share. There is no payment method and no culture of buying applications. Man, our Minister of Youth is older than your grandmother. Most hardware is unavailable, and if it is insanely expensive. I remember once I went to buy a DisplayPort cable. I searched all online and physical stores. No one knew what it was. Owning a car here means either you are a drug dealer or you sold your kidney. The country is still living in the 90s, and the biggest problem is that no one wants to change anything. Young people don't want to continue living here. And honestly, they're right. But there is one thing that makes life possible here. Something no one else in the world has like we do. Food. We have the best food in the world. And anyone who visits Tunisia will know that for sure.